Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
That Mohbad, according to the story of Baba Mohbad, pé àwọn dé ilé Mohbad ní 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Baba Mohbad àti ìyá Mohbad. Now, the question we need to ask is this. Nígbà wo ni Fọláṣadé ló dé ilé Mohbad tó wá question ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ who happens to be ìyá Mohbad? Tí ìyá Mohbad fi sọ fún pé òun fọ aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀. Ibi tí mo fẹ́ ká lọ rè, could you be pé àtijọ́ Monday, including Joseph Aloba himself, ni wọ́n ti wà aware allegedly pé Mohbad ó ti kú? She understand? Tuesday tí gbogbo wọn pè fún wa, could you be pé látijọ́ Monday ni wọ́n ti wà aware? Because tí ẹ bá wo on the 13th, ìjọ Wednesday tí wọ́n lọ bury Mohbad, no activities take place in that house. Gbogbo wọn wà ní burial ground níjọ Wednesday. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves again is this. Nígbà wo ni that narration pé wọ́n fọ aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀, nígbà wo ló happen? Shall understand? Now, another point is this. Tí allegedly tí wọ́n bá ti mọ̀ Joseph Aloba pé látijọ́ Monday ni Mohbad ti kú, kí ni wọ́n cover tó fi di pé Tuesday ni wọ́n tó announce the death of Mohbad? Ẹ má gbàgbé pé nínú testimony driver Prado Jeep, ó ní 12 o'clock ni wọ́n ní kóun lọ report ní station níjọ́ Tuesday. Wọ́n dẹ̀ announce ikú Mohbad until 4 to 4:30 níjọ́ Tuesday. Nǹkan tí ó bá jẹ́ tí wọ́n fi pe driver pé lọ report to ara ẹgbà station lọ ní 12 o'clock níjọ́ Tuesday, tí àwọn òbí ọmọdé sọ pé àwọn gbọ́ ní 4:30 pé ara Mohbad ò yá, tí wọ́n dédé bẹ̀ ní aago 9 ní 9 p.m. níjọ́ Tuesday, is a red flag. This family have something tí wọ́n cover nípa ikú Mohbad. Shall understand? Nítorí anybody who wants to continue to seek justice for Mohbad should not support any member of this family. Any member, both family, do not support them. You can only seek your justice for the late person who happens to be Mohbad. Now, let me go further a little bit. I listened to one interview of one blogger who happens to be a staunch supporter of Joseph Aloba. Petkej ó sọ̀rọ̀ kan bí báyìí few weeks ago. Ó ní tí wọ́n bá gba Sanshitu 10 àbí 100, only they cannot get justice from that Sanshitu area. Now, thank God, one of their blogger came out yesterday or a day before yesterday to lambast the Sanshitu. Shall understand? Egbiyeju said there. Another blogger, after the inquest last week, on praise the Sanshitu, on praise the Shotubi, the magistrates. Now, the point that I want to derive out there, Sherry gbogbo àwọn tó súnmọ́ bàbá yẹn pátápátá, gbogbo wọn ti compromise. Even the father of Mohbad himself ó compromise. Now, tí a bá wò, tí Joseph Aloba bá believe pé òun wà powerless, òun ò ní agbára láti arrest Wunmi, ṣé ó tún wà powerless láti arrest Adura ni? Adura was inside the house. Adura was there in the last 72 hours. Mohbad called Adura to come and eat. Ọmọ ìyá mi bá mi má bọ̀ jẹ́ ìgbà ìtira. Now, kí ló dé tí wọ́n arrest Adura? This is where we need to think very well. Because someone sọ̀rọ̀ kan wọ́n sọ pé bóyá ti Ìdòwú ó ṣe díẹ̀ lára twins or I don't know. If you cannot, because I see Wunmi as a distant family, what of your own blood, Adura? what of your own blood àdúrà tí ẹ bá sọ pé alágbára kan wà lẹ́yìn Wùnmí àwọn alágbára kan wà lẹ́yìn Wùnmí which I don't believe but anyone ló lè make a choice opinion but why can't you arrest àdúrà ẹni tó tún wá jẹ́ cousin ẹ̀ Darosha òun náà wà ńbẹ̀ none of them they get arrested and most of you are now backing this baba up pé òun wá justice ṣèbó òun lọmọ ẹ̀kú èmi máa sọ kinní kan tó bá jẹ́ pé Joseph Aloba from the beginning of this justice he let us know that he's not seeking for true justice for Mohbad the way Mama Mohbad have already pinched her own tent pé she's not looking for justice because from onset Mama Mohbad let the whole world know that she is not seeking for justice. If Baba Mohbad did the same thing, where we find ourselves today, we are not going to find ourselves. Mohbad could have gotten justice long time because amati ko gbogbo family Mohbad ati family Wunmi amati ko wọn sínú one basket. But yes, for justice, we public, we are not going to rely on Joseph Aloba or part of the family. You understand me? But what is the way forward? Way forward is very simple. What VDM is doing right now, let's follow him and pay attention to what he's doing. I believe VDM have a lot in his own archive right now. Our video kan wà tí ó kò sílẹ̀ rárá. And let's pray that God give him that strength and that wisdom and the courage to dig deeper into what really happens to Mohbad. You understand? And also, gbogbo nǹkan táwọn family Mohbad tí wọ́n cover fún wa. We shouldn't be surprised. From everything that we know so far, all eyes on Wunmi. She knew what happens to Mohbad. And because she have hand in it, one way or the other, Wunmi will never come out and tell the whole world. This is what she knew. You understand me? Okay, what of you, family of Mohbad, like his parents, who are not in the house, but you've heard what happens to your late son? What is holding them back not to come to the public and expose the evil, the atrocity that happens to Mohbad? And I'm going to round up now. Let's back VDM. That is my own little contribution today. Thank you.
Expander, let's have you, sir. Expander, show one bit.
Mo wà ńbẹ̀ mo fẹ́ jẹ̀bà ni.
Let's have you, sir.
Àmàlà mo jẹ lánàá. Yeah, you see, everybody has spoken well, yeah, but one or two things a kàn máa correct ara wa, but correction tí mo mí yẹn náà kò mí pé òun náà ni main fact, not until tá bá gbọ́ final decision láṣẹ máa mọ̀ pé lágbájá báyìí ni ó really right or tàmẹ̀dù ló right. But according to the driver ní aago 9, not 12, aago 9 ni wọ́n ti pè òun ọ̀dọ́ nọ́mbà kó lọ report ara òun fẹ́ pé nọ́mbà yẹn ò rí pé ọ̀nà nọ́mbà ni kò lè lọ òun ò lè rí pé ìgbà tó di 12 ọ̀gá òun tó gbéṣẹ́ fóun ó pè òun pé ṣó gbọ́ pé Mohbad tó gbé lọ ó ti kú òun ní kú báwo ó ní lọ wo orí Facebook. And as at that time, on Tuesday 12 noon, don't worry, Facebook, according to the driver, only on ti rí pé wọ́n ti sọ síbẹ̀ pé Mohbad ti kú. That is 12 noon. Now, tó bá wá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan nìyẹn o. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì, ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ what is it called? Karimo or no Karimo and the Folashade stuff. I'm a teleo oníkálukú, and that is what me I do. I don't just form my decision or whatever. Lágbájá báyìí so báyìí, tàmẹ̀dù báyìí so báyìí, and that is what I do, and that is what I base my decision at that moment on. Until tá bá tún gbọ́ nǹkan mi lẹ́nu ẹlòmíì, tá fi lè wò pé ṣá lè fi back ẹ̀ up àbí a lè fi back ẹ̀ up. Now, ká wá padà wá ká kọ́ sáré wá sí recent. Nígbà tí Fọláṣadé máa sọ̀rọ̀, she said, and I quote pé níjọ́ yẹn.
Sorry, expander. English, I don't understand Yoruba, please. Thank you.
Okay, all right, sorry. What I'm trying to say is this, that at times, or as it goes, yeah, we need to correct ourselves, but that correction does not mean that what we are correcting is the main fact. Not until we get the main fact eventually. That is when we now know, okay, this was right or this was not. Now, and I said, what I usually base my talks on is I usually say this one said, like for instance, Baba Mohbad said, I saw blood. Folashade said, I also saw blood. That the blood that Baba Mohbad was talking about, Wunmi, come and tell us it was not true. That Wunmi said, Nishori, don't talk about the CCTV. If, what is it called? Prime boy has anything, let him go to police, because this might favor my husband in future. So I always quote what each of them says. And that is what forms my current, opinion or decision. Now, what am I talking about? I'm coming to where Folashade of the recent issue now. That is of that Folashade. What did she say? She said, and I quote, that day when I got there, she was asked, did you also saw blood that Baba Mohbad was talking about? And she said, yes, I saw blood. And she said, okay, give us your own, take of that. And she went on moving around. Why was she moving around? Probably she must have had first-hand information about what really happened. And she now wants to confirm. Because if not, your nephew or whatever died, and you get to his house, you were moving around. That means you're suspecting something. Okay? So, she went around, and probably she saw some of her...
Well, I got reply. I don't think you know me. Oh, I wish we met each other against Karimo. When I met you, Karimo,
Magba níwọ̀n ẹjọ́ ẹ mute.
Okay. I don't think you know me. How have we met each other again, Karimo? When I let you my dignity, and I don't rant with a toothless dog like you. Cause money is not everything. Not everyone anyone you fight can win. Something Jan.
Ta ló kọ statement yẹn?
Ṣadé.
Èmi ò lè sọ pé wọ́n ń jà anyway, but Ṣadé lòun ò fẹ́ kí wọ́n record òun kọ́ máa play ẹ̀. But unfortunately, nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, Karimo wà lórí live nígbà tí Karimo fi ń pè é. She get, and probably she's not happy with that. And ó dẹ̀ tún ti sọ pé kí Karimo gbé orúkọ òun kó lẹ́nu, if not she will put herself into more troubles. So probably Karimo that ti jáde láàárọ̀ yẹn, I wouldn't know what transpired anyway. So, possibility they might having altercations to one another as per the interview Folashade gave with VDM. So that might be happening anyway. So, like I was trying to say, and Folashade said on that day that I saw blood, I was moving around, got to Mohbad's studio, saw Mohbad singlet with blood, and she went to her sister to ask some questions. And sister said, I just washed the duvet, soaked with
Oh, thank you.
lot of blood. And VDM asked again that, who and who did you saw that day? Because, you know, we are about affairs and whatever. And she said, I only saw one affair. Eh, mo fẹ́ jẹ́ bá ní bàbá mi.
Àánú ìjà máa lo ní ẹtí jẹ.
Àbí kí la máa ṣe okun la máa fi gbé títà.
Wáyé tẹ fi ń jẹ àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà yìí.
Kí ló dé tí mi ò lè jẹ? Àárín òru mo lè jẹ, kò sígbà tèmi ò lè jẹ. Àwọn oúnjẹ tèmi láìkì jù nìyẹn. So kò dẹ̀ kí wọ́n bí tí ń bá wà. So that's by the way. Now, she talked about affair. I saw one affair. And I fought with some people on that very day. I fought with Karimo, woman's sister. And I don't want to talk about that. I even fought with Ayan, Ayan Yenge. Yeah, Ayan. Why did you fight with Ayan? Because I asked my sister to take some, to make some video. And she was being stopped. And I went to him, blah, blah, blah. That simply means she was reporting what happened on that day. Okay? On that day. Which day was it now? We don't know. But we might guess. We might guess. Now, how do we now guess? Baba now claimed later that he got to that house on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Mama Mohbad did not, come into the house with him. She stood outside. But Folashade was inside. She never said she was there with Baba Mohbad. And I spoke with my sister. She washed the duvet blood that Baba Mohbad saw. And that was why Shade was able to corroborate what Baba Mohbad said, that I saw duvet soaked with blood. Now, Folashade made us to know that she never saw that duvet, but her sister confirmed to her that she washed that duvet. But she also saw Mohbad singlet with blood. Okay, now, we can now plot. Okay, that means on Tuesday, the Baba Mohbad said he went there. He saw the blood at night, and they moved Mohbad away, from police station to cemetery and for burial the following day. That wasn't the day that Folashade saw afar. That wasn't the day Folashade was talking about that she fought with Ayan. Because she said, I saw one afar and one garment, white garment woman. But Baba Mohbad said there were 3 affairs on Tuesday. There were 3 affairs on Tuesday, and he could recognize one vividly. Now, what happened between that Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday afternoon before Baba came around? That is telling us that probably, because from whatever Baba have said from beginning, we've seen series of lies that he wasn't saying the truth. That can make us think that probably Baba must have been in that house on Monday, because Baba came back to say and make an affidavit that Mohbad was spied on Monday. Okay, now if that happened, if Mohbad died on Monday, that means before Folashade got there, or who told Folashade, we can say, what is it called, Darusha or whoever called Folashade. Yeah, like the other one I want to speak that I omitted I forgot, the driver. When the driver said, my Oga that gave me the bus called me 12 noon that Tuesday, who told the driver what happened? We've not asked that question. Who called the driver that so thing has happened in that house? Probably someone in the house that that booked that bus. Shomaje Darushani, Abumaje, whoever. That question is still hanging. Who called that the company that owns the Prado Jeep? For that one to now call the driver 12 p.m. to say this has happened. Now, let me come back to where I am. What we are saying now is, on Tuesday, Folashade was there. Folashade met Mama Mohbad. Mama Mohbad said she has washed the duvet. Okay, that means Baba was there earlier before Folashade and he left. When the arrangement was done and he left. And later Folashade came. By the time Folashade came, the duvet Baba Mohbad saw, Mama Mohbad has already washed it. I'm not saying that is exactly what happened. No. I'm only plotting my own stuff. Okay, now, Baba Mohbad came and saw, and they agreed. Let me use that word again as well. And they agreed. That was why, when he later came back, when all said and done have been concluded, okay, they now agreed to go to police station, get a police whatever to take him to morgue, which eventually they knew that would not be given. And from there, because at that police station, Baba said it himself that we were told to go back to the nearest police station, and they did not. And they go straight to the morgue. And the morgue was asking, the necessary question, and the rest are story now. So probably Baba was there on Monday, allegedly. Agreed, everything was sealed, and he left because he cannot be there while people were still coming in. And that was when the Afar woman in garments, whatever, and Folashade, and she said she also fought Karimo, and probably Karimo was there because she said that day. And if we could listen to when Karimo was calling Folashade yesterday, wọ́n ní mo wà ńbẹ̀ níjọ́ yẹn tí Mohbad kú, and for Folashade to have been repeating níjọ́ yẹn gangan, does that mean she doesn't know what to say? She know what to say, but she was being careful. Níjọ́ yẹn gangan, ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti accuse yín bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, and I did not say so. That tells you something is, between that area. She wasn't comfortable enough to say it as it is. But yes, Wambe Abi Osimbe. Eventually, she did not say Kosimbe. She did not say Wambe. Later, I don't want to be recorded, blah, 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 blah. And all of this will tell you, Tomba Sokwe Baba, Baba Siomo, that Baba buried Mohbad hurriedly. Now we are hearing Mohbad, washed the duvet. Adura was there. Darusha was there. That family, all of them, maybe they might not far from going to prison. Now, Wumi is there. We are hearing now that Karimo is there. Probably Mama Wumi's junior sister might be there. And from what Karimo was even trying to say yesterday, that she was there with her mom, if their mom is there as well, all of them they were not far from prison, allegedly. So that simply means if the federal government will go by the truth of what happened in that house, both family will be swept and they will go for it because, and at the same time, I'm alleging that Mama Mohbad did not even go to anywhere on Saturday, as she said. She was in that house. If Mama Wunmi and Karimo were there, Mama Mohbad was there, and they all saw what happened, and they kept quiet. But all that said, what are the way forward? There are several ways forward that we can, move on to. One, VDM. Let us all support him, encourage him more to do more, to expose them more, and then get some facts that he will tender to the authority. Because after all the noise, if no facts were presented, if nobody challenged maybe the presidency now or whoever in the authority with some facts and evidences, it will all amount to noise. Okay, so we should as well encourage him. If he has some facts, we are not asking him to bring the facts to the social media. Let him take it to the authority to say, these are what I got, go and work on it. And if they now refuse to work on it, like they've been refusing before earlier, then we'll now call them out. And like I said, it's my suggestion or different people's suggestion. Let us have it in mind and let us push it to the government to say by September 11, Mohbad will be 2 years. On or before, if nothing is heard from them or if nothing is being done, we will come to the streets to ask questions, not to fight, not for destruction, but we will come down to ask questions, and they might not be able to control that eventually. So if we continue to say this, and whichever arms that are working differently, let us support them all. Then come back, but we will all meet at the center, and we will, get what we want. So those are part of way forward that I'm looking at, that we can continue to push. And at the same time, all justice seekers, let me use that word, let us put down our ego. Let us put down our pride. Let's work together now for Mohbad. Now that the family has no case in Corona inquest or anywhere else, can we then all come together now and seek for justice for more? So those are my suggestions. Thank you.
Expander, Ishisa. Lagata ṣe ní nǹkan fún wa ni.
Má gbára lé wọn, ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Má gbára lé wọn o, ọ̀tá pọ̀ o.
Má ṣe gbára lé wọn, ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ni wọ́n. Ẹ má ṣe gbéyè lé wọn o, wọn ò dáa. Wọ́n ti sọ fún wa tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ò dáa. Pé ò dáa, wọ́n ti sọ fún wa tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ò dáa. Àníkẹ́ fẹ́ ni lójú ẹ fata sẹ́nu. Àníkẹ́ yí ni lẹ́yìn ẹ fẹ̀gún sọ́wọ́. Ìmàdò ìbá ṣe bí ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ abàlújẹ́. Bẹ́rù bá jọba o, ènìyàn ò ní kù kan. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ pa Mohbad ẹni nísìmí. Ẹ máa lọ, ẹ máa bọ̀ bí ilẹ̀kẹ̀ dì ní. Ọkàn yóò ní balẹ̀. Báwo di Fáṣọlá? Justice for Mohbad. Tí pẹ́pẹ́ yẹn bá jókòó, omi ló máa fi ṣú. pdm ìgbà ìyá tó wà o